course, it should be a case of innocent until proven guilty.
No, it's guilty to proven innocent, mate.
Got something to say, we can talk about it. Want some answers, we can ponder on it. Floydy is getting sticky. JB.
Hello, hello. How you doing? How is everybody? Hello.
Hello, people.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Let's move that over there. So, what you been up to?
Oh, the day's kind of flying so far. It's 4 o'clock already. So when you're watching this, it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon, people. We were trying to do a live stream, but because of certain circumstances, we have to wait 24 hours before we can actually do a live stream. So here we are.
Should we get down to it?
Get down to it then.
Yeah, say hello to everyone that's here in chat. We were hoping it would be live, so we'd actually see who was here. I'm going to go with just want to stick something in here for a special person. If I can find it. Where are we? There you go. That was lovely.
See when it's slowed down like that, it could almost be. I can't even do it now. I used to the predator sound. See the sound.
A predator, yeah. Oh, chewy. Exactly, man. Exactly. What we were going to do today was we were going to show some little clips of things and just have a laugh about it. Really. Shall we get down to it? Let's stick it in. Let's get sticky. I have a very small screen, so you're going to have to bear with. I have to find it. Where are we? We'll cut this. I don't actually know where that clip is. Hang on.
The problem we've got here is Jessica's doing all this via a mobile phone, whereas if she had a PC, it would be probably effortless. So we're doing. We're doing our best.
We are doing our best. I'm going to put this in now. What do you think about this?
Welcome to the hopefuls, people who say they'd do anything to get on television. Meet James Lowry, an 18-year-old public schoolboy from Brighton. He's studying for his A-levels and his ambition is to be an army helicopter pilot.
Your mic's mute.
Thin, so we decided to fatten him up with a £1/4 pound of lard. Just think of Queen and Country, James.
Is that really hard?
The things people do to get on telly, huh?
I used to do this when I was 16. I didn't get
Oh. Oh.
I remember from school.
Oh, God, the noise.
You're going to be sick. Go on, mate. If you're going to spew it.
Oh,
James, you're a star.
just for five seconds of fame. Oh, that was vile.
I think he failed, even though he got on the telly.
That's what I think that as well, because they never played it right to the end. He must have puked or something.
But do you remember there was a good programme, The Bird?
Yeah, I loved that.
Friday
That
night.
and Eurotrash at the time. Yeah,
And
Friday night.
Another good program. Do you remember The Hitman and Her?
Rings bells actually. Yeah.
Pete Waterman and Michaela Stratton. Is it Michaela Stratton?
Yeah.
Because you used to come in
Michaela.
and you would still be in party mode and you could stick them on.
Yeah, there was some shit on telly, wasn't there?
Aye.
You come back from being out. Channel 5 was the best for a while, wasn't it?
You used to get like continuous episodes of Beavis and Butthead on 12 o'clock at night to 6 in the morning.
And Valhalla. What I'm gonna do, right, is I'm gonna stick. No, I'm not. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna stick you in. Oh no, that's me. Hang on. There we go. That's not what I wanted to do. I can see you so much better now. I've put you on full screen. Full screen. What would you do for 5 minutes of fame?
5 minutes of fame.
Mm.
Well, I've showed you what my talent is.
Yeah, you have.
Any time. No.
3 a.m. booty call.
No, I reckon for my 5 minutes of fame. Do you remember me telling you about I seen a guy on Record Breakers?
Yeah.
You remember he programmed
Yeah.
record? And the guy balanced all the milk crates on his chin.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Well,
You're good at balancing things on your chin.
Well, back in the day, I honestly I don't know if I could date as many as him, but see just about any object that's not too. No, I couldn't balance a pencil on my chin because it's too small. There's not long enough for the balance. But for talk's sake, if you gave me a dining table chair, I can balance that in my chin for as long as I want.
We should do that. We should do that on a stream. I'll sit on the chair.
Britain's got talent.
Yeah. I saw you balance pool cue on your chin.
That's easy because I used to practice with my granny's walking stick when I was like 4 years old. I used to have her walking stick and walk about the house with balanced on my chin. And I'm not even by the way, it's not like I've got a Jimmy Hill chin. It's all in the technique. You
know. What about money? What would you do for? What would you do for money?
What would I do for money? None. Work hard.
Yeah.
Or else get it off the government.
Well, you do a lot, so it's all about the balance, isn't it? So you used to trim bushes, didn't you?
I'm a landscaper.
Yeah.
A man of all trades. I used to be I was an apprentice lifeguard, but I walked out that job because the wages was rubbish. The shifts were rubbish. They weren't actually training me to be a lifeguard. They were basically using me as a cleaner in the changing rooms and stuff like that. So
did they call you the Hoff?
No, they didn't call me the Hoff then. No, well, they don't call me the Hoff at all. So
just me then.
One day I walked out that job and I walked basically 300 yards to the nearest cash and carry, and I went in and I spoke to the wee guy who was an Italian guy, and I asked him for a job. Now, at the time, I was in a YTS with the council, so I had a good chance of getting a job with the council, but I took the chance. I wasn't happy with the way things were in that job. So I earned something like £55 a week for say 35 hours. So it was one of the more higher paying YTS jobs. So when I went to the carry, well, the wages in the cash and carry, he gave me the job, right? He gave me the job there and then. He says, "Aye, son, I'll give you the job. You start tomorrow." I didn't ask him what the wages was, right? So when it comes to wages day, I worked, my hours was 45 hours a week. And I got, what was it? I think I got 40 or 45 pound. So I was getting paid basically £1 an hour for a job, and this job was the hardest job. I was only 17, so this job was the hardest manual labour job that I had ever done at that point, because you're out doing deliveries, you're lifting 3 cases of 1.5 litre bottles. There's 6 1.5 litre bottles of Smirnoff vodka in each case. So you would lift 3 cases of them. So that's 18 1.5 litre bottles. And you'd be lifting these up 3 or 4 flights of stairs. So it was pretty, I was never a big guy or anything like that, but I could lift it all. Then I got a job. So this is the ironic stuff that happens in life, right?
Yeah.
I walked out that job that was a better paid job into a worse paid job that was more hours. Then I got a job in the hospital kitchen with my mother, and she worked as a cleaner, and she got as a job, and it was 16 hours a week, and I get £76 a week for doing.
Crazy.
I was doing a third. I was doing a third of the hours for, what was it, £36 more money. You know what I mean? Plus, then there's overtime opportunities and stuff like that as well. So I worked in a hospital. I started off basically as a back shift cleaner. Applied for a position as a kitchen porter for the day shift. So basically, when the cooks needed any utensils or boilers or anything washed and prepared, I was the one that did it. Then I was the ingredients and stock controller for all the goods coming in and out for the production for the kitchen.
Yeah.
My responsibility to weigh out all the flour, all the ingredients for the chefs for the production for the next day. It was also my responsibility to check that all the stock that came in at the right temperature, because you've got to be very cautious. No coli, salmonella. Can't say that word. Right. So, and then, I basically I done every job in that hospital right up until I was a trainee cook at one point. So I was doing the jobs of the cooks, only I was doing like the veg or the breakfast. I didn't do the main courses, and I didn't do the bakery side of things. But
So no pies then?
No pies, mate. Aye. So I done that. That was like my work history up until probably 1997. That was my work history. And then I started work in a place called Compaq. That was a computer factory. It makes computers.
Yeah.
So I worked there, but see, once you get down the road, you're working in factories, and it's for agencies. You're on temporary contracts. There's nothing concrete. You know what I mean? I left the hospital.
You just work hard. Yeah.
I left the hospital because the lure of a better pay packet, working in the electronics side of things, considering. But the stupid thing was, I had a job for life in the hospital. So I shouldn't have left the hospital. I should have stayed there. If I'd have stayed there, I'd probably be close to collecting my pension now.
You're not old, but yeah, I know what you're saying.
If I was still there now, I would be roughly 30. 30 years service.
Wow.
I worked there for 7 years on, mind you. So
That's a long time to work in one place anyway, isn't it? Like people stick
well,
to careers.
it was
It's
like
very rare.
a family business because my mum worked there. My auntie Angela, she worked there before my mum. My sister worked there. She did the cook chill process. That's where when the chefs cook the food. So the hospital is it's very strict on cutting down on food poisoning. So that's why hospital food tastes disgusting mostly, right?
Yeah.
Even when it's initially cooked, it's beautiful. It's like any other food that's freshly cooked. It's because it has to get put into when it gets cooked, it gets put into the trays, then it gets put into these big, it's like walk-in wardrobes, only they're blast freezers.
Freezers,
They're
walk.
blasting the food with frozen cold air to bring the temperature down to a point of freezing, basically. And that's so that there's no like any food poisoning bacteria can't grow or become an issue. So that's what my sister did that.
Yeah.
And then basically since then I've been doing landscaping on and off. I used to have my own business and stuff, but sometimes it's easier just to work for somebody else than to have your own business. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, I do in this day and age. I do. Like since the COVID, since then, like loads of people that are self-employed have struggled, and then inflation. That's another day. It's another story, isn't it?
So that's what happened with me. Just as COVID struck, I had been extended to work until Christmas, whereas usually I'd have been paid off in October because I usually worked seasonal. I didn't work the whole 12 months of the year. I work seasonal because the grass doesn't cut. The grass doesn't need cut during the winter. So, but there is winter work in the landscaping. So this company was keeping me on until Christmas, which they did. And then it was looking like I was going to get a full-time job out of it. And then COVID kind of struck. And then the woman who owned the company, she just all of a sudden, it came from nowhere. She sold the company to some bigger company for down south. Remember I was telling you about Nurture? The company called Nurture. You see the ones down about your way? Well, she sold the company to them and fucked off to Spain to live happily ever after. So as soon as she sold the company, the new company then got rid of all the temporary workers and just kept the full-time workers because they already had their own full-time workers. You know what I mean? So we were surplus to requirements. So from then on in, I'm not going to get into my personal stuff with my wee lassie and stuff, but I've had a bit of a time showing my wee lassie in her life, you know. So maybe the last 4 years has just been about trying to get my wee lassie. I don't know what the right word is to say, but no.
Straight and narrow.
Yeah, aye, a bit more on it. Aye. And she's a good lassie. She just has her flaws like everybody else. Everybody makes mistakes in life. If we didn't make mistakes in life, we wouldn't learn fuck all. You know what I mean?
That's everything that goes wrong in my life at the time. As you're going through it, you're just like, there's always someone worse off than you, like all day long. But lost my train of thought there. Let's hope that's not a regular thing.
So these days I'm kinda I've got a bad leg, as you know.
Yeah.
And I'm finding that the older that I'm getting, it's becoming more of a problem. But I'm also not sure if that's just because I've been inactive. Whereas when I was out working in the landscaping, I was always out. No, I was out 5 days a week. And when you're landscaping, you're basically doing a workout for 8 hours.
Yeah.
It's like going to the gym. It's exercise, you know,
Mm.
because you're not just walking about pushing a lawnmower. You know what I mean? It's not as simple
No,
as
it's
that.
not. It's not that clear cut.
You've got to do things in a time frame. You've got to work fast. You've got to leave a clean job. You've got to deal with irate people that come out and say, "Why is my grass not getting cut?" Well, because there's a big giant dog shit lying there, and I'm not fucking cutting it until we pick up the dog shit. So, you've got to deal with people.
Yeah.
But it's something. Don't get us wrong. It's maybe about 2015, so about 10 years ago. I just done. I tried my own business through like a business enterprise, see with the kind of help for the job centre basically,
Yeah.
and I done that for a year. So they basically what happens is they give you a free bat, they give you a free swing at trying to run your own business. But for me to have run to get my business up into a successful business, I would have. There's only so many gardens you can cut. One person can cut, right?
Mm.
So I had to start off with having the lawnmower, the blower, the strimmer, but I'm not getting transport. You know
Yeah.
what
So
I mean?
how are you supposed to get all those things to
Aye.
said destination?
So that's where the hard part comes in. Is you're trying to make money to live. You're getting a wee boost off the job centre as well, but then you've got to be buying you've got your overheads every day. You've got to be earning enough to cover them overheads, and then also have a kind of a wage, or else what's the point of going out and doing it at all if you're working for nothing? You know what I mean? So that
I would.
uh,
I was gonna say I wish I could work.
I know.
I wish I could like go and do stuff like that.
It's a funny old it's what Jimmy Greaves used to say. It's a funny old game. When we were younger, you could be young and lazy and don't want to go out of your bed. You don't want to go to work. And when you get older, your brain is more open to more things. You'll watch stuff on TV that you wouldn't have watched like when you were 17 or 18. I mean,
Yeah.
I'll sit and watch stuff about politics, maybe no question time, or I'll sit and watch like wildlife or stuff about space that I wouldn't have watched when I was 16, 17 because I was too busy out.
Well, it wasn't appreciated either. Like
Aye.
you
But
some people would have an interest in it. Can I just
there's Danny Bear on it. Can we see some Danny Bear?
maybe we could get some Danny Bear. I'll find that for next time if you want.
I'm only
Unless-
joking. I only
Unless
wanted space.
what did you want? What were you after, baby? Nothing. You're talking at the same time. Oh, I want to say sorry, which I kind of did before anyway, but as we're doing the stream, I watched our video back to see the sound levels, and I did this for no reason at all, which I don't even think it moved. I think the thing fell down, and it was quite loud, so I was sort of interrupting you as well, which is rude. So
No, because sometimes it's not like having a conversation in the street.
yeah.
You know what I mean? In the street, you can talk, and you know when the next. Sometimes there's a delay at one end or the other, so you don't have to say sorry.
Sorry. Anyway, I thought I'd tell myself off with our new Moderate Yourself clip, which I have made purely for the pleasure of Peanut.
Moderate yourself.
Things tickle me probably a bit too much. Right, let's crack on with Snoop then. A bit of Mel Gibson. Now, Snoop, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Yeah, I can't even stop these vids, so I'll have to learn how to do that as well. But every day is a school day, so we're just going to play it through.
It's a process.
Yeah, and I'll remember to put my mic on after I've uploaded. Ready?
Okay, that's enough. That's enough. So, Snoop, that story had quite a lot of relevance to your life, I should imagine, because you've actually served
What's the
time
sound
for crack
like?
dealing.
Sounds a bit shit, isn't
Yeah, I
it?
mean, I ain't ashamed of it, you know
I
what I'm
think
saying?
that's just a video.
Something like that case that took place on that TV screen, you know, undercover police and that type of thing. But like he said, the police is distributing the drugs, so how is that a crime when the police is distributing the drugs, you know what I'm saying?
Obviously, your case was...
Like what
well,
Snoop's
that
doing.
was the point of the whole piece.
He's a guy
But your
who can
case
talk
was
to
slightly
the
different.
streets.
Don't you...
No, it wasn't
No,
slightly
he's a
different,
guy
it
who
was just
came
like
to the
that.
streets and
Well, the
made it.
police didn't give you the crack for a start, did they? Far too easy a way to get out of the problem there. Now, your case was different. Don't you worry that, as you are a known
I can't
independent
hear
crack dealer,
you,
that's going to have an
so I'm
influence on young
assuming the
kids who
sound
listen
on
to your
this is
music.
a bit
Nah,
loud.
because, you know, I ain't been in that life for 5-6 years, so I mean, you can't even say that's
Can you
my
hear
ex
me?
no more, you know what I'm saying? After 2 years, you gotta drop that off of me, and besides, I'm doing music, so what does that got to do with anything to the little kids? That's nothing, it's relevant, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
The music is what's important.
he's so cool.
Well,
Big
your
up Snoop
reputation
Dogg.
certainly has caused trouble. I mean, since you got here, you've been chucked out of the first hotel you went to.
Yeah, they kicked me and my peoples out the Milestone, and I think it's in Keystone.
Kensington.
Yeah, something like that,
Kensington
yeah.
High Street.
Yeah, the Milestone sucks, the big one. I want to let everybody know, and you know, they just ain't got no class for
Did they
somebody
give you any
like
reason
me.
for chucking you out?
Yeah, the police force had informed them that I was in their hotel, and you know, they asked them did they want us to stay or leave, and they made a decision to let us leave. So it's they lost, you know what I'm saying? Because I enjoy London and the hotel where I'm at. I'll be back, you know what I'm saying? They can't stop me.
And of course, it should be a case of innocent until proven guilty.
No, it's guilty to proven innocent, man.
Okay, well, very positive note to end this piece of the interview on. Let's go and see what Terry's up to tonight. Terry?
Terry. Do you remember Terry? All right, Tel.
I forget Terry's second name now, but Terry the Mank.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So,
Snoop
yeah.
Snoop was a wee bit low. I couldn't hear exactly what he was saying, but was he talking about what?
He basically was saying about his when he got done for dealing crack.
Right.
But like the reason that I wanted to put this in is because the laws in America and laws in England are like proper different. We're innocent till proven guilty, and they're guilty till proven innocent. And obviously, because that's what he just said. And you look at how much Snoop's done through his whole life. I mean, he's been doing not just music. Do you know what I mean? And I'm not talking about drugs. He's like made a life for himself and his family, and
he's also done well to come back. He was up for a murder rap.
Yeah,
He could have been on death row at one point. So
tell me about that.
Well, I don't know the full ins and outs of it, but he was out on $1 million.
We'll find out today.
I will find out today. He was out $1 million bail for a murder that occurred. That I think that the police try to pin on him, and it's like what he says there is you're guilty until you're proven innocent. Especially back in them days, if you were a black man in America.
Oh my God, yeah. I can't imagine what it was like growing up in that environment. And still now, there's places that are like that still now.
Aye. But
I'm so fortunate.
That maybe would have been a good thing back in them days is if the American people had more coloured or black police officers on the beat. You know what I mean? Because then there's a common ground, and I'm not saying it to make it sound racist. oh, a black man can only understand a black man and a white man can't understand a black man. That's not what I'm saying.
That's it.
What I'm saying is, it's the fact that the people in the kind of Bronx areas, or the schemes, or whatever we call them, the schemes, we don't trust the police, and the police are white. You know what I mean? So you're always going to have conflict and violence, but if you can have a police officer that can find some common ground with them kind of people, then it can help the whole neighbourhood and the whole society in the neighbourhood in that sense.
Yeah.
There's some inspirational films. There's a film I would suggest people should watch, and it's called the story of, he was a basketball. He's a basketball player, right? And he was one of the best basketball. It's a true story. True story. His nickname was Billy Goat or something like that. I'll need to look it up. But if you want now this guy, he had the world at his feet. He get involved in drugs. He get no bad rap off the police and all that. Obviously, he never ever played basketball again. But what he did was he turned his life around, and then he went out and he went and see where he used to play basketball when he grew up. That was all took over by all the pimps and the gangsters. And he went to the head gangster dude, and says to him, he says, I'm not asking you for much. He says, but all I'm asking you for is that basketball court. And it was a case of him trying to give back to the community what had been took away from him, or not even so much took away from him, he took it away from himself by the decisions that he made in life. So in a way, he was trying to rectify the wrongs that he did by helping other people. You know what I mean?
But genuinely helping other people instead of saying that they're helping, but really they're not. They're talking out their ass. Because
most people, let's be honest, most people, I'll say 75% of the world, most people look out for themselves.
You have to a degree. You have to put yourself first.
Aye, but if you can't, but that's the same thing as
in
saying,
a good way.
You have to love yourself before anybody else can love you. You know what I mean? But that doesn't mean you love yourself and you don't love anybody else.
Yeah.
That's the point I'm making. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
well, Snoop's brilliant. Have you watched the Trailer Park Boys? He's in that as well.
No, is it a TV series?
Oh, it's very, very funny. It's set in Canada and they live in a trailer park. If you've not seen it, check it out.
What year did it come out? Like in the 90s?
No, they used to do their own sort of dry comedy clips. I haven't really watched many of them, but I've watched a couple just to see where they sort of come from after I started watching that. But they've got a channel on YouTube now. I'll have to put the link in as we're recording this. I'll put the link in here for it because it's magnificent. Really enjoyed that. But yeah, Snoop. They party with Snoop in that. And it's like a mockumentary,
right?
But I think they had a great time. There's some really good characters in that.
And it's a case of it's a mockumentary, but Snoop's he's in on it. He's not daft. He knows he's not getting the piss took out of him. He's going along with the joke. Or does he actually know at all?
He's really cool. Like I couldn't tell if he was acting along or just being himself because he's always like that. Do you know what I mean? He's just super cool. He's a cool dog.
You've gave me an idea. Do you know somebody we have to maybe watch Old Days? And you'll love him because it's one of your favourite films. See the film. See the guy It's All Gone, Pete Tong.
Yeah,
You remember? Do you know how he played Dennis Pennis?
Dennis Pennis, yeah, with the glasses, yeah.
You remember the interviews he used to do to people before people? They were the best interviews ever. They were brilliant. They were better than anything Ali G ever done.
Yeah, he's in a different ballpark though. It's not, couldn't put it in the same. It was like unique comedy. It's the sort of thing that I would love to do. Just go and like
It was how
being a dick.
not just how we would date, it would be how we would be dressed, right? It would be
Yeah, the whole
crazy
package.
fucking red hair, these national healthy specs on. Some mad crazy.
Didn't you have like a bow tie or something?
Aye, bow tie that. No, he would go onto the red carpets and he'd be interviewing like fucking who was it? Denzel Washington. I think he interviewed Denzel Washington and he asked him some fucking question, you know, and it was a question that you just wouldn't ask anybody on a red carpet. So it's something we'll need to watch.
Yeah, definitely.
I react to that.
So many things were born out of the 90s, weren't they? That was similar time, wasn't it? To the word. Let me just come out of this because it's minuscule. You're still there, aren't you? Haven't popped you out. Oh, I was pondering earlier. Oh, I can't bloody move it. Move. There we go. So, what's that?
I say I constantly lost things. I put things down there and I can't find them.
I want to have like a little tray. I've got a table. A messy table.
You think
Good
you.
for me. Need a little coffee table.
You think I'm beneath you because you've got a table.
Beneath me, huh?
You want to be beneath my table, don't you?
I'm not going to say anything on here about that. I've got a little bit more of Snoop. He had an interview at Capital FM, which I don't listen to Capital FM. I listen to Radio 6 and plug that one in. But I thought this was really quite funny. So I'll stick this on.
Snoop Dog tea. This is good.
Never had tea before?
Nah, I know iced tea. Am I holding it right?
If you put your pinky out, that actually means you've got syphilis.
For real? That don't even sound right, but I hear you. I like the way this tastes, and in America, we call this pimping. When you put your pinky finger out. So what you talking about? We pimping. What is this? This is like a biscuit.
They're similar to biscuits, what you call in America, but we call them scones.
Scone.
Oh. Oh, man.
I want to try and get Kirby in the Olympics.
For real?
The only fail with Snoop.
When they be pushing
Don't
that?
hear food being eaten.
No, that's curling.
Oh, okay, that's boring.
Well,
you can see fucking stone ties fuck there as well, can you?
All the time. All the time. And except like recently, he's kind of given me the vibes that he's giving it up or he's going to give it up.
I'm sure it was in the news that he has gave up.
Yeah, I don't know. It's
But what
probably
else
for
got-
another stream that about the whole drugs and government and
He
stuff like that.
doesn't even need, because he's got a big company for growing wheat. It's
Oh,
like
yeah.
Mike Tyson's got plantations all over America growing wheat because it's all been legalised in certain states.
Yeah.
So Mike Tyson and people like that are off. I'll be back in a wee second. I'm going to put the kettle on. You can sing for a change.
Oh, would you like me to sing? Oh, you
Sing
turned
us
your
a
cam
song.
off. Sing you a song. We are actually going to do like a song stream as well. And then we'll just, see if you want to do that. Come up, do some karaoke and just have a bit of a laugh, really.
So go
Bloody hell, button wasn't working.
Yeah. Okay, 2 seconds.
Yeah, no worries. So I have one more thing that I wanted to definitely show. If you can still hear me. I have to put it in there because it's not there. I wanted to share my love for my best friend. Because oh, hello.
Hi.
You
come here often.
I try. I just wanted to send a little message. I made a little video and a little song for my best friend. So it's going to take a while to upload. I was organised, but it wasn't there for some reason. Have you got your pot noodle?
Yeah, mate.
Yes, mate.
Oh, jeez. You want your spanking now?
Oh, yes, please. I do love a bit of spanking. Oh, it's nearly in. It's nearly.
All right.
That's what she said.
I thought you meant you had to add it to the end of the stream. You're starting to get good at this StreamYard caper, aren't you?
I don't like it. It is simple, and if I had 2 devices or a PC to do it, I would find it easier. I haven't got my glasses on for one, so it's really small. But when you're trying to scroll through stuff to put up, it doesn't. Oh, it's processing. It doesn't sense my sausage thumb. So yeah, what do you want to talk about? Want to talk about anything?
You know
No?
something? You know something?
What's that?
It doesn't feel like a Saturday for some reason.
I thought it was Sunday today, so.
I so did I, because I thought yesterday was Saturday, and I actually looked to see why there wasn't any football on, because it was Friday obviously, and then today I forgot it's Saturday because I thought it was Sunday, and there was no Formula One till next week, I don't think. So I didn't even look to see if there was any.
I feel pretty rotten because I didn't watch you racing last night, and that was Friday. And Friday's the race night, as well as Wednesday and Sunday. But
you know the problems I'm having at the minute with the game and the force feedback. I can't drive. It's not even any fun. I'm turning the steering wheel right, so see the way I've turned it like that.
Yeah.
But the car's still going in a straight line.
Ah, that's a bitch.
And then when I'm going in a straight line, the wheel's going.
Oh, isn't that something that was happening with Nikes?
No, Nikes does that because his is a more expensive wheel.
All right.
The reason I know that it's a problem is because it only does it. It only seems to do it when it's league races. Like when I had a race in Holland the other night, I had to retire because I couldn't drive, because I couldn't turn. So then I instantly went to the same track, set up the same lobby with the same setup, and I could drive.
Yeah.
So the only thing I can think is because I've had my webcam, and if it's not that, then it's the game. I've been just doing a kind of a process of elimination to find out. And the only thing left that I've changed, if anything, was putting a webcam in for when I'm streaming. You know what I mean? So I don't know.
Can you? How do I get rid of this?
I take fucking name.
What can you see on your screen?
Just me and you.
Oh, right, okay. At the moment, I can see me in the middle of the screen, so I don't know what I've done there.
Got me like portrait options, I think. No, it's just me on the screen. Hello again. Jessica, come on to fuck. What the fuck are you doing?
So, hello.
Well, hello there.
Hello there. I'm going to stop pressing buttons. I think that's what it is, isn't it?
Yeah, mate. And you say
Yes,
Dandy
mate.
like pressing buttons.
She loves pressing a button. All the way around the button. Can I play this song for my
Go
best
on.
friend? Oh, it's doing it again. Ready?
Yep.
This is for you, babe.
At the corner, I saw the border. I took a leap and stepped away from the sauna. And every time I saw the dark side, you kept me going, always knowing how to fight. Yeah, keep me safe. Amongst the noises, I can hear voices.
Yeah, it's got
It's a big reach, but it will teach me to make good choices. Yeah. Every obstacle I see, I know you're guiding. No conditions through these decisions, no more hiding. Yeah, you keep me safe. Yeah, keep me safe.
That's my sonar. There's another sonar. Is that how I put the one contact lens in?
That was me laughing at the time. Oh,
Love you, Slinky.
I thought it might hold it there. Yeah, love you, babe. Such a wicked time. Such a wicked time.
So what now? Are we done?
So what now? Are we done? Are you done with me? Yeah, we have a bit of an outro, so I thought the message on the screen for it, if you want to put any messages in and replace words with the word ham, that would be much appreciated.
Yeah.
Where's my camera?
The secret society of ham poets.
That's it, yeah. Ham is life. Ham is love. Ham is life.
Ham is jam.
Shall I put it on and we'll call it like a, you know, cut that?
We've done an hour.
Have we?
Yep.
I went quick today, other than like that long 18 minutes the other day.
That's because you've not been as boring.
Noted. Hang on a minute.
I'm joking.
Hang on a minute. There we go. Right. Now for not pressing the wrong button. Thanks everyone for coming. I'll see you later.
Love
Get this
y'all.
up.
Absolute madness, guys.
Absolute madness, guys. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. Let's go.
Wrestling, FLOYDY'S. got nothing to lose. Scrolling through the feed, just chasing the hype. Comments like streams, it's all in the vibe. We're flowing J, let's keep it fly. We ride, we rise, we grind. No time to unwind. Building empires with every line. It's fine. Got something to say, we can talk about